Welcome back to SVJ Academy. Today I am going to introduce you Excel based TDS database. This is for the accountants. Some of them may be confused with the TDS rates, TDS calculation, and at the month end we want the TDS details for remittance to the government. So the accountants may keep the data here and there. Some of the data will be available from the software. But when we are going to file the return, all the necessary data we require. That means the amount of sum paid, whether it have GST and which section it is paid, what was the rate, whether it is to a company or non-company. So much problem will arise during the course of TDS return filing at every quarter. I have developed my own utility for handling TDS data. This is the interface. Here first you can see the financial year, then quarter, month, the sections. Already we have deducted the TDS sections which we already deducted the TDS, whether the deductee is a company or non-company, and the status of the amount due, whether we have remitted that amount to the government or not remitted, and the name of the deductee is also showing. And if you have branches, you can mention that branches also. Let's see how it is working. Here it is showing 3 quarters. The December is the 3rd quarter. So click on Q3. When you are clicking on Q3, the months of Q3, that means October, November, December, all the data will be fetched with the bill dates, bill number, deductee name, under which section we deducted TDS, and the rate of TDS, whether the company or non-company, our branch details, bill amounts, GST amounts, and the amount after GST and the TDS amount. This is the data showing here. Now we selected the Q3. When we are clicking on Q3, the month is coming to October, November, December. That is the month applicable to Q3. And the concerned sections also loaded here, and company, non-company. If you want the data of December month, click on December. Now it is fetched the data with the month of December only. The TDS deducted during the month of December have to be remitted to the government before the 7th of January 2021. When we selected the December month, the TDS deducted details, the under sections loaded, and the status is showing not remitted, and the name of the deductees from whom the TDS has deducted also showing. Suppose now we are going to remit the amount to the government. We have to pay one by one as per the sections of TDS. Suppose if we are going to remit the TDS 194A, that is interest other than interest on securities, click on 194A. The 194A party is only one, and that amount is coming to 3,296. This 3,296 we have to remit to the government under section 194A. After remitting this amount, click on next section 194H. The data we have. The 194H have 2 parties, that is coming to 150. This 150 amount we have to remit under section 194H. Now click on 194J. 194J have 4 deductees. Out of these 4 deductees, one is non-company and the other 3 is company deductees. So we have to remit the amount likewise. So here click on company. When you are selected the company deductee data will be loaded, and it is coming to 1,500 rupees. Remit this amount under section 194J as a company deductee. Then click on non-company. Under section 194J, non-company deductee is only one. Remit rupees 300 to the government through NSDL. Here you can remove the filter. Just click here. So we have completed 194A, 194H and 194J section. One more section is remaining, 92B. Click on 92B. 92B deducted details will be loaded and the TDS amount is 3,857. So now we completed all 4 deductions under section 194A, 194H, 194J and 92B. Click here to remove the filter. Now it is came back. We have seen the month of December. Suppose if you want to see the November details, click on November. During the month of November, we have 13,665 as the total TDS amount we have deducted. That is also have sections 194A, 194H, 194J and 92B. Here company directives and non-company directives also there. Click on October. The same sections will be loaded and the TDS amount during the month of October showing 10,080. Again remove the filter of months. Now the data of third quarter, October, November, December loaded. The sum of all 3 months, that is quarter 3, is coming to 32,848. This 32,840 belongs to 10,080 for the month of October, 13,665 for the month of November, 9,103 rupees belongs to December. Suppose you want to the data of Q2. We already completed the Q2. Click on Q2. The Q2 data is loaded. Here 194A, 194C section is also loaded. Click on quarter 1. Quarter 1 data loaded. If you want to see the Q1, Q2, Q3, remove the filter of quarter. Now it is showing all the 3 quarters of April to December. I think it will be very useful to remit the TDS. So the problem is when we are remitting the TDS to the government through NSDL, we have to clearly mention the sections which we have deducted TDS. Otherwise it will lead to correction and some problems in 26 AS. If you want to see a data of a particular deductee, click on the deductee name. Now that deductee details of all the months, May, June, July, August, October, November and everything is showing with the total of quarter, Q1 total, Q2 total, Q3 total. Here we can use any type of report filtering by financial year, by quarter, by month, by sections of TDS, the deductee status, the TDS amount paid status, remitted or not remitted, and the name of the deductee and the branch wise report also. We can see everything by a single click. If you want to see the details of remitted, just select the remitted. We have already deducted and remitted the TDS amount of 23,745 to the government. If you want to see the details of not remitted, click on not remitted. 9,103 rupees still not remitted to the government. We have to pay it to the government on or before 7th of January 2021. Here, if you want to see more details about this 9,103, just double click on the amount. A new report sheet will be open. In that report, you can see all the details of that particular transaction. Here it is showing the financial year, bill date, bill number, bill amount, GST amount, bill amount without GST, the under section which we have deducted TDS, the rate of TDS, TDS amount, whether the deductee status is company or non-company, the name of the deductee, the net payable amount after TDS, the name of the branches and the status of the TDS amount, whether it is remitted to the government or not remitted. If it is remitted, the bank name, BSR code, date of remittance, challan number, everything is showing. Remove that report. So this is the report interface. Now we can see how the data will input to the utility. Here I have given another tab for database. In the database, we can enter the data of the directives. Suppose I am entering the data for the Q4, January to March. This is Q4. Just selected Q4. The financial year is 2020-21. The bill date, I am entering today's date, 5th January 2021. If we have bill for that transaction, we can enter the bill number. If there is no bill, we can enter nil or we can left blank. Suppose if we have already entered a data in the sheet and again going to refeed it. When we are typing the bill number, if it is already exist in the database, it will warn us the bill number already exists. So we can understand this bill number is already entered. Now we are going to creating a duplicate entry. So we can prevent the duplicate entry. If we have bill number, provide the bill number or left blank, enter the bill amount. If the bill have GST, please enter the GST amount, because when we are deducting TDS on any payments, GST have to be excluded from the value. So here enter the GST value. Suppose if the GST is 5,000, now the bill value is 1,50,000, GST is 5,000. Now the value without GST coming to 1,45,000. Here enter the applicable TDS section. If you are selecting 194A, the concerned rate of TDS will automatically fetched and the TDS amount also calculated. 194A, the normal rate of TDS up to 14th of May 2020 was 10%. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, from 14th of May 2020, all the TDS rates was reduced by 25%. So the normal rate of 10% was reduced by 2.5%. The rest is 7.5%. This 25% deduction is only up to 31st March 2021. A new TDS rate will be coming on budget of 21-22. So when we are selecting the concerned section, the rate will be automatically fetched and TDS amount also calculated automatically. Suppose if you want to select 194H, now the rate is coming to 3.75%. 194J again coming to 7.5%. 92B 0%, because the 92B is applicable to salary other than government employees. The TDS from the salary will be calculated on the normal income tax rates. So the 92B have no rate of TDS. It will be calculated after the income tax slab. Again I am selecting the 194A. TDS is coming to 10,875. Now here select the status of the deductee, whether this deductee belongs to company or non-company. Company. Here we can enter the name of the deductee. If we have the name already, we have just enter the name taken. The amount payable, the net amount payable to the deductee after deducting TDS is showing here 139,125. That is 1,50,000 minus 10,875. It is coming to 1,125 is payable to the deductee after deducting TDS. If you have branches, you can select the name of the branch here and the status of the TDS amount. Status means whether we have remitted the TDS to the government or not. Now it is not remitted, so select not remitted. Now we entered Q4 first transaction. Now coming to report, place your cursor in the report table, right click, just give a refresh. When you are refreshing the data, Q4 data loaded. Under Q4 it is showing the January month 10,875 taken. Already we have seen up to Q3. Now we newly inserted Q4 data. It is automatically fetched to the report. Now if you want to see only Q4 data, just click on Q4. Q4 data will be loaded. If you want to see Q3, Q3 data will be loaded. Remove the filter. Here another beauty is, most of the accountants will do every year they will open each working sheet for each year. When we are going to April 1st from the 2021-22 financial year, we will create another sheet. So if we want to see the data relating to 2018-19 or 17-18 like that, the previous year's data, we have to search here and there where it is placed, that file is not missed like that. Here the beauty is no need to keep separate sheet for every year. We can keep only a single utility. Under this single utility we can save hundreds of years data within a single click. Just I will show how it works. Suppose if you are entering the data of 2021-22 financial year, here the quarter is Q1, the financial year is 2021-22, enter the date 1/4/2021, here enter the bill amount, enter the GST amount, enter the section. I am entering section 194J. 194J TDS rate 7.5% as the prevailing rate taken. Select whether the deductee status is company or non-company. Selected the company. Enter the name of the deductee. Now 2,32,000 showing after deducting. Now the net payable amount to the deductee is 2,32,000 after deducting TDS. Select the branch. If you have the branch, select the status as not remitted. Now we completed the data entry. Go to the report. Now we can see here only 2020-21 financial FY 2020-21. Right click on the table, just use a refresh. You can see another one more year is created here, 2021-22. If you want to see the data of 2020-21, just select the year. Now the 2021-22 data we have created now loaded here, and the TDS amount is 18,000. So in this way you can create so many years data in a single utility. No need to create files for every year. Suppose we want to see the data related to the 2020-21. Just click the 2021. The 2021 data is loaded. We can one more entry we can put here. Again we are going to enter Q2, that data related to 2022-23. I am entering the date of 10th July 2021 as the Q2 date. The amount 4,000, no GST. Now it is showing the bill amount without GST. Select under section. I am selecting here 194H. 194H, the prevailing rate of TDS is 3.75%. It is taken 150 as the TDS amount. Here select the status of the deductee. I selected non-company. Give the name of the deductee. 3,850 is the amount payable to the deductee after deducting TDS. Select the branch. I selected the branch. Now I have selected one other branch, and that branch is highlighted in a separate color. So each branch we can highlight with a color code also. Here the status is not remitted. Now we have completed the data entry. Only few fields we have to enter. Coming to report. Here now we can see the financial year 2020-21, 21-22. Here we have entered data related to the financial year 2022-23. Just refresh the table. One more year created, 2022-23. Now we can see the 3 years. So when we are completed the year of 2022-23 or 24-25, whatever the year is, if we want the data of previous any years, just click the data. We will get all the details. At the time of audit or assessment, everything we can use in future. Here also all the years, quarters, months, sections, everything is showing. Suppose we want to see 2022-23 data, just select the year, 2022-23 data loaded, and the quarter is showing Q2 because the data we entered is on July 10th. That July is coming to the second quarter of that year. The month it is showing July, which is section we deducted the TDS. We have deducted TDS under section 194H, and the deductee status we selected is non-company. The status of the TDS amount is not remitted. The name of the deductee is showing, the name of the branch is showing. Here just select 2021-22 year, 2021-22 year we already entered 18,000 TDS showing. Here it is showing Q1 because that data we entered on Q1 and the month was April. The section was 194J. The status of the directive was company. The status not remitted. The name of the directory also showing. Select 2020-21, the current financial year, all the data showing here. Here Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, everything showing. Today we are going to remit the TDS amount of December month. So select Q3 or you can directly select December. If the December is selected, Q3 automatically selected. From here we can remit 9,103 rupees to the government very easily. No need to confuse with the sections whether the non-company or company. And the one more beauty is, if you are filing the TDS from your office, when we are entering the challan details to the TDS software, any TDS software, first we have to enter the challan details. After entering challan details, we have to enter the data related to the deductee. So we have to select the deductee name, the concerned section, and how much amount we paid to the deductee and what was the transaction amount. While we are entering the data, if we don't have much data in our hand, we have to go to previous vouchers, the receipts and everything. So it will be very time consuming work. When we are entering the data of a concerned deductee, we have to search here and there for the data. Here no need to go here and there because whenever we received the bill in our hands, we entered in the database. After entering the database, we attached that bill to the voucher or receipt. So while we are making the payment to the government, don't search anywhere or missed that bill or the data not available, no tension. Already we have entered the data at the time of we received the bill. So the relevant information relating to TDS remittance to the government and all the relevant information for filing the quarterly returns, that also available from our utility. If you really like the class, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to enable the bell icon. You will get all the notifications as and when I uploaded the videos. So many useful videos you will get in future for the working pupils, the practical ways of working, for the students, the academic based lessons, everything available in my channel. So kindly share to others also. We can meet on next video. Bye.